Hey guys, Cindy here, and I'm going to be taking a Myers-Briggs type test. Like, I don't have the money to spend on taking the real thing, but it's okay. I already know my type in all honesty, but I want you people to get to know me better. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, what is your most natural source of mental energy? Every person has two faces. One is directed towards the outer world of activities, excitements, people, and things. The other directed inward to the inner world of thoughts, interests, ideas, and imagination. While these are two different but complementary sides of our nature, most people have an inner preference towards energy from either the outer or inner world. Thus, one of their faces, either as extroverted or introverted. It takes the lead in their personality or development and plays a more dominant role in their behavior. And then these are the extroverted characteristics. Act first, think/reflect later. Feel deprived when cut off from interaction with the outside world. Usually open to and motivated by outside world of people and things. Enjoy a wide variety and change in people relationships. And then the introverted characteristics are think/reflect first, then act. Regularly require an amount of private time to recharge batteries. Motivated internally. Mind is sometimes so active it is closed to the outside world. And then prefer one-to-one communication and relationships. I'm definitely more towards the introversion. And which way of perceiving or understanding is most automatic or natural? The sensing side of our brain notices the sights, sounds, smells, and all the sensory details of the present. It organizes, records, and stores the specifics from the here and now. It is reality based, dealing with what is. It also provides the specific details of memory and recollections from past events. And then the intuitive side of our mind seeks to understand, interpret, and form overall patterns of all information that is collected and records these patterns and relationships. It speculates on the possibilities, including looking into and forecasting in the future. It is imaginative and conceptual. While both sides of the perceiving are necessary and used by all people, each of us instinctively tends to favor one over the other. So the sensing characteristics are mentally to live in the now, attending to present opportunities. Using common sense in creating practical solutions is automatic, instinctual. Memory recall is rich in the detail of facts and past events. Best improvise from past experience. Like clear and concrete information, dislike guessing when facts are fuzzy. And then mentally live in the future, attending to future possibilities. Using imagination and creating/inventing new possibilities is automatic instinctual. Memory recall emphasizes patterns, contexts, and connections. Best improvise from theoretical understanding. Comfortable with ambiguous, fuzzy data, with guessing its meaning. I am more in tune with intuition. So far, I have the introversion and then the intuition. And then which way of forming judgments and making choices is more natural? The thinking side of our mind analyzes information in a detached, objective fashion. Wow. It operates from factual principles and deducts and forms conclusions systematically. It is our logical nature. The feeling side of our mind forms conclusions in an attached and somewhat global manner, based on likes/dislikes, impact on others, and human and aesthetic values. It is our subjective nature. While everyone uses both means of forming conclusions, each person has a natural bias towards one over the other. So that when they give us conflicting directions, one side is a natural trump card or tiebreaker. And then these are the thinking characteristics. Instinctively search for facts and logic in a situation. Naturally notices tasks and work to be accomplished. easily able to provide an objective and critical analysis, accept conflict as a natural, normal part of relationships with people. And then feeling characteristics. Instinctively employ personal feelings and impact on people in decision situations. Naturally sensitive to people needs and reactions. Naturally seek conscientious unpopular opinions. Unsettled by conflict have almost a toxic reaction to disharmony. And yeah, I am more feeling. And then I think this is the last one. Yeah. What is your action orientation towards the outside world? All people use both judging, thinking, and feeling, and perceiving, sensing, and intuition. Processes to store information, organize our thoughts, make decisions, take actions, and manage our lives. Yet one of these processes, judging or perceiving, tends to take the lead in our relationship with the outside world, while the other governs our inner world. A judging style approaches outside world with a plan and is oriented towards organizing one's surroundings, being prepared, making decisions, and reaching closure and completion. A perceiving style takes the outside world as it comes and is adopting and adapting, flexible, open-ended, and receptive to new opportunities and game plans. So the judging characteristics are plan many of the details in advance before moving into action, focus on task-related action, complete meaningful segments before moving on, work best and avoid stress when able to keep ahead of deadlines. Naturally use target states and standard routines to manage life. And the perceiving characteristics are comfortable moving into action without a plan on the go, likes to multitask, have a variety, mix work and play, naturally tolerant of time pressure, work best close to the deadlines, instinctively avoid commitments which interfere with flexibility, freedom, and variety. And on this one, I'm the judging. So I have my results. I am an INFJ. Yeah, I already knew that. And I'm going to try to find the INFJ section on this. This is being really slow. 1 second. Okay, I found a page that explains the INFJ in more detail. INFJs are creative nurturers with a strong sense of personal integrity and a drive to help others realize their potential. Creative and dedicated, they have a talent for helping others with original solutions to their personal challenges. A counselor has a unique ability to intuit others' emotions and motivations and will often know how someone else is feeling before that person knows it himself. They trust their insights about others and have strong faith in their ability to read people. Although they are sensitive, they are also reserved. The INFJ is a private sort and is selective about sharing intimate thoughts and feelings. Oh boy, what makes the INFJ tick? INFJs are guided by a deeply considered set of personal values. They're intensely idealistic and can clearly imagine a happier and more perfect future. They can become discouraged by the harsh realities of the present, but they are typically motivated and persistent in taking positive action nonetheless. The INFJ feels an intrinsic drive to do what they can to make the world a better place. INFJs want a meaningful life and deep connections with other people. They do not tend to share themselves freely but appreciate emotional intimacy with a select committed few. Although their rich inner life can sometimes make them seem mysterious or private to others, they profoundly value authentic connections with people they trust. And then recognizing the INFJ. INFJs often appear quiet, caring, and sensitive, and they may be found listening attentively to someone else's ideas or concerns. They're highly perceptive about people and want to help others achieve understanding. INFJs are not afraid of complex personal problems. In fact, they are quite complex themselves and have a rich inner life that few are privy to. They reflect at length on issues of ethics and feel things deeply. These counselors initially appear so gentle and reserved that they may surprise others with their intensity when one of their values is threatened or called into question. Their calm exterior belies the complexity of their inner worlds. Because INFJs are such complex people, they may be reluctant to engage with others who might not understand or appreciate them. And this can thus be hard to get to know, although they want to get along with others and support them in their goals. They are fiercely loyal to their own system of values and will not follow others down a path that does not feel authentic to them. When they sense that their values are not being respected, or when their intuition tells them that someone's intentions are not pure, they're likely to withdraw. And then famous INFJs include Gandhi, Eleanor Roosevelt, Emily Bronte, Carl Jung, Fyodor Dostoevsky, Florence Nightingale, Shirley MacLaine, Jimmy Carter, and Edward Snowden. Yay! I love Edward Snowden. And Jimmy Carter, he's an awesome guy. And then INFJ in the population. INFJ is the rarest type in the population. It is the least common type among men and the third least common among women, after INTJ and ENTJ. INFJs make up 2% of the general population, 2% of women, and 1% of men. And popular hobbies for the INFJ? Popular hobbies for the INFJ include, one second, I scroll down, include writing, art appreciation, cultural events, reading, socializing in small intimate settings, and playing or listening to music. Yes! And then what the experts say. INFJ's nonstop search for learning, self-growth, and development, and wishing the same for everyone else makes them very reassuring to others and people worth emulating. Ah, thank you. Otto Kroger. And then some facts about INFJ. Least common type in the population. On personality trait scales, scored as sincere, sympathetic, unassuming, submissive, easygoing, reserved, and patient. Among highest of all types in college GPA. Among most likely to stay in college. Most likely of all types to cope with stress by seeing a therapist. Yeah. Highest of all types of marital dissatisfaction. Lovely. Personal values include spirituality, learning, and community service. Commonly found in careers in religion, counseling, teaching, and the arts. Yeah, let's look at the INFJ careers. Okay, INFJ at work. At work, the INFJ is focused on the task of bettering the human condition. INFJs are dedicated, helpful, and principled workers who can be relied on to envision, plan, and carry out complex projects for humanitarian causes. Although they are typically driven by lofty ideals, counselors gain the most satisfaction from their work when they can turn their ideas into reality, creating constructive change for other people. INFJs are typically organized and prefer work that allows them to complete projects in an orderly manner. They are often independent and tend to prefer a quiet environment that allows them the opportunity to fully develop their own thoughts and ideas. The ideal work environment for an INFJ is harmonious, industrious, and oriented to a humanitarian mission, with coworkers who are similarly committed to a positive change. The ideal job for a counselor allows them to use their creativity in an independent, organized environment to develop it and implement a vision that is consistent with their personal values. Then INFJ career facts. More likely than an average to be a stay-at-home parent. No thanks. Show one of the lowest gender wage gaps, with female INFJs earning 87% of what male INFJs make. Average salary is $36,575, lower than the average of all the types, and then less likely than average to manage a large team. And then popular careers for the INFJ. The top driver for INFJs in choosing a career is the opportunity to do something that is consistent with their values. Often, INFJs choose career. One second. Often, INFJs choose careers in helping professions like healthcare, education, or counseling. INFJs are thinkers by nature and appreciate careers that allow them to use their intellect on problems that interest them. Often, these are people problems, for instance, in psychology. But INFJs can also be found in other areas of the sciences and even engineering. Many INFJs have a creative streak, which can be seen in the top of INFJ career trends. Working with language is especially popular for INFJs, but they can also be found in various fields in the arts. Top career choices for INFJs include healthcare. Healthcare careers are a wonderful opportunity for INFJs to combine their deep caring for the welfare of other people with their often formidable intellectual capabilities. Many INFJs enjoy the sciences and find it extremely satisfying to put their scientific knowledge to use in helping others. Sample healthcare careers for INFJs include physical therapist, public health educator, family physician, occupational therapist, psychiatrist, physician assistant, massage therapist, nutritionist, medical researcher. And then counseling and social service. INFJs are typically wonderful listeners and deep, insightful thinkers when it comes to personal problems. They have a high degree of intuition about people and a deep well of patience in dealing with sticky emotional situations. All these qualities make them talented, compassionate counselors, social service people, and religious workers. Sample counseling and social service careers for INFJs include clinical psychologist, counselor, social worker, speech pathologist, and clergy. And then sciences. It would be actually pretty cool to be a scientist, but I don't think I'm smart enough. INFJs often enjoy the intellectual challenge of the sciences and can be found in scientific careers that relate to their values. Sample science careers for INFJs include social scientist, genealogist, food scientist, and environmental scientist. Yes. Business and law. INFJs are often found making the business world a little more human. In HR, training, or the more humanitarian professions within the law. Simple careers for INFJs in the business and legal fields include HR manager, corporate trainer, environmental attorney, and legal mediator. Yeah, if I were to have a job in that kind of field, those are the jobs that I'd want. And then education. Although teaching in front of a classroom is a typically extroverted activity and can be a challenge for more introverted INFJs, they often find it deeply satisfying to help children and adults grow and develop. Education careers that involve working with smaller groups or one-on-one are especially good fit. Simple education careers for INFJs include elementary school teacher, special education teacher, school counselor, and language and the arts. I would love a job in this field, but yeah. Many INFJs love the quality of language and they typically have the focus and concentration necessary to be excellent writers and editors. Other areas of the arts appeal as well. Simple artistic careers for INFJs include librarian, curator, translator, editor, technical writer, graphic designer, animator, artist, musician, interior designer. I say yes to pretty much all of those careers, just saying. And then these are the least popular careers for INFJs. General contractor, electrician, engineering technician, mechanic, surveyor, farmer, real estate broker, sales manager, restaurant manager, property manager, financial manager, factory supervisor, military officer, police officer, firefighter, paramedic, medical records technician, and cook. Whoa! This video is so long. I think I'm done now. Well, thanks for watching this whole thing if you stuck through the whole thing. Yeah, see ya! Wow, it's long.